There are reports that somebody crashed with a vehicle into a building.
A vehicle was involved.
Did it reach the building?
We're going to get into more details when there's time for that, and the chief will lay out exactly, specifically what happened. But we just want everybody to kind of know what's happening as we get it. More will come to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sheriff, will you come back here?
If you're just joining us, we've been tracking an active situation at a Michigan synagogue. I want to bring in NBC's Tom Winter for the latest on this investigation. Tom, we just heard from authorities, a couple of headlines there saying it's an active situation. A vehicle was involved. Can you go far? And do we have a sense of any injuries at this point?
Hey, we were just listening to Sheriff Michael Bouchard, who runs the Oakland County, Michigan Sheriff's Department there, speaking about this incident. So far, no indications of any injuries except for potentially to the person who may have been involved. What happened is apparently earlier today, an individual either in a vehicle or stepping outside of a vehicle was engaged by security that is there at Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan, fired shots at that person or at that person's vehicle. It's still a little unclear at this time of the investigation. At that point, the vehicle may have actually entered the building. Smoke was seen coming from the building on video from a helicopter that we saw just moments ago. And right now they've been able to evacuate that building, which does include a small school. So fortunately, everybody is out of there now, according to officials at this early stage of the investigation. Who this individual is, what this individual was trying to do, what the motivations might be are all still unclear. And they're not even close to that in terms of the investigation at this hour. They're just trying to make sure that they know where this person is, make sure they're reviewing tape, according to the sheriff, to see where this individual may or may not be, and to see if there's any other individuals as well. And so they're in the process of clearing that school, but it does in that temple, but it does appear that everybody has made it out of there. They've set up a reunification center. We're also received word in that press conference that there's been no stimulus from the person they believe is responsible. I'll translate that. That's kind of law enforcement speak for saying, you know, this person might still be inside of the vehicle. And so they haven't had any response from that person. But obviously they want to be very careful as they approach that car. Want to be very careful as they approach that scene. There were reports, I think we've seen from our own eyes here on the video coming from the scene of bomb squad en route, potentially just to make sure that there's no sort of explosives or any incendiary devices on that vehicle. But again, very, very early here, Zinkley. And all we really know at this point is there doesn't appear to be any injuries outside of the potential suspect that's involved here. This incident does involve a vehicle going into this Temple Israel facility. And obviously law enforcement is very concerned. Look, you heard them talking about it there. They're getting information that's being passed to them through official channels from federal law enforcement in this country. Everybody is acutely aware of what's going on in the world, the ongoing war with Iran, Iran's proxies, and what's happening in the Middle East. And you see the threats that have been passed along, some unverified, some not, here in this country. And so everybody is concerned when it comes to these sensitive religious sites, including this temple, according to the sheriff.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know, as you say, Tom, it is a rapidly evolving situation. To the point of the landscape, I do want to bring in our national affairs and justice correspondent, Kelly O'Donnell. Kelly, we know this is a synagogue, a house of worship. As Tom said, we believe there's also a school, and it's happening in the context of the war with Iran. Walk us through the considerations here as we're figuring out what happened, who did it, and why.
As we've all been watching this, you can see in the pictures coming from the scene the enormous law enforcement presence there. That is an indication, a measure of how sensitive these matters are. Of course, in other communities around the country, we've already seen an elevation of security around especially religious sites and especially those in the Jewish community. This particular location is home to a community of 3,000 Jewish families. As you pointed out, there is a school, there is childcare on the site, and it is a hub of the community, as it's been described by those who live there. And so because of the wider context of the war with Iran, and also, of course, remember, Detroit is always sensitive to these issues because not only is there a prominent Jewish community, but it's one of the largest communities inside the United States of Arab American communities of various nationalities. And so there is a coexistence that exists in Michigan that is particularly.
I don't know how true that is, because there was just a woman that they were just interviewing outside of the school, and she said that the students were in school. They were just talking to her, and she said they were in school. So, everybody, if you're watching on any other platform other than Rumble, click the link and come over to Rumble. If you're not watching on Rumble, come over to Rumble. If you're watching on my old Rumble channel, come over to the new Rumble channel. The link is there, is right there in the chat. But yeah, they said that I just dropped the link again in the chat. Yeah, they said that that the kids are in school. You know, so we don't know what the fuck is going on. To be honest, we don't know what the hell is going on. But this is a lot. Okay. Well, no, I guess I wasn't, because I heard the bitch say they was in school, and the parents can't come and get them. That's what I heard them say. Hey, girl, welcome in. Anyway, let's go back to the news. Why is this black? What's going on?
That exists in Michigan that is particularly attuned to these issues. And so what we have seen is the FBI director has already put out that his resources are going to support those in Michigan. Of course, there is a field office in Detroit, and any additional things they need are in place. In addition, we've seen how Governor Gretchen Whitmer has called this heartbreaking. It is a measure of the sensitivity of the moment. As we're still learning details here, we know that historically there have been a number of deadly attacks associated with Jewish communities, synagogues, related museums, and so forth here in the Washington, D.C. area. And so because of that, there is a heightened sense.
It feels like the Jews and the Muslims are going to keep fighting with each other. I just want to know how y'all feel about what I'm saying, what I'm about to say, because this kind of leads into something that we're going to talk about very soon on this channel. And everybody's not going to fuck with that kind of content, and that's totally fine with me, right? But I don't completely disagree with Candace Owens on everything that she says. Some of the shit that Candace Owens is saying is true. I just wish that they would kill each other out of our country. Am I the only one that's wishing that? If they want to keep fighting and killing each other, I wish they would just do it away from America. Like, keep us out of it. I'm tired of us being involved. And that doesn't mean that I am against what happened in Iran, because I understand that Iran, or Iran, I always call it Iran is a threat to the United States. These people burn our flag and chant death to America. They are a threat to our country. So they needed to be taken out. Fuck them, fuck their leader, and take the sheets off of their women and let those women run free. So I understand why that needed to happen. I'm not against it. But I'm kind of tired of, like, every time something happens to Jewish people, it's like in our hands. I'm tired of them. Like, go fight for yourself and leave us alone. Because we don't want nothing to do with that shit. At least most of us don't. There's a bunch of dumb Americans that just want to defend Jews at all costs. I don't understand. Y'all are grown ass tiny penis men. Go fight your own battles. Like, what I'm saying, do I make sense? It's too much. Take us out the fucking chat. For real. Take us out the fucking group chat. We don't want nothing to do with that shit. I'm tired. Every other fucking goddamn day is some shit that involves the Muslims and the Jews. We tired of this shit. Girl, I don't care. I'm tired of every time somebody want to bust the Jews upside their head, the United States has to get involved. I'm sick of that shit. People need to fight their own battles. We don't know what's going on. Fight your own battles. You're not children. I know you have, I'll save that for another day. But you're not children. And we are the United States of America. We are not Israel. Leave us alone. God damn. Like, what is the problem? And these are the same people who seem to feel that everybody needs to bow down to them. And, if you say anything about the Jews, then, you need to be canceled and you need to have your job and everything taken. Like, girl, go away. Like a little whiny ass bitch. I'm tired. It's becoming a stressful situation. America needs to put America first. I'm starting to look at Trump sideways. Missy, come over to the right Rumble. The link is there. The link is right above you. Click that link and come over to the new Rumble channel. I have a new channel. Come over there. Everybody that's watching on the old Rumble, the Nosy Ho Live Rumble, click the link and come over to the Third Eye Politics Rumble. I have a new Rumble channel. I'm going to end that live over there in a second, so click the link. Yeah, we need to put America first. I don't have nothing to do with that shit, and I'm over it. Shout out to Iran. They got, they're getting their freedom. Good for them. But like, we have issues that we need to deal with our own goddamn country. The Jews gonna have to stand the fuck up. I feel like, honestly, we need to get the fuck out of NATO. Let Europe handle themselves. Do y'all know how much shit Europeans talk about us? And Canadians, you know how much shit they talk about us? So fuck them and let them fight their own bitch ass fucking dry biscuit eating, unseasoned food eating ass battles. Fight your own battles and leave us the fuck alone. If somebody fuck with the United States, we on your ass. Other than that, fuck all y'all. Like, fuck all y'all. Leave us alone. We are America, bitch. We don't have time for this. The hell? Welcome in, Miss. I'm glad you found your way to the new channel. Make sure you follow. Everybody, make sure you're following on Rumble. I mean, even the average Muslim don't want the crazy ones who blow themselves up and target women and kids, but the West lets in those crazy men. And I just don't understand why. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to do a whole stream on the invasion of Islam. This shit is crazy. What I'm seeing happen is crazy. They just had a bomb situation in New York a few days ago. This motherfucker threw a bomb at, I think it was that Jake, what's that man's name? That crazy racist man. I forgot his name. I don't know that man's name. Jake Lang, maybe. I think it was his protest. From what I remember, he was the one that was out there protesting, and they took a pig. They took a cooked pig to the mayor's house. The mayor's a Muslim. He don't like pig, pork, whatever. And it seemed like the two guys that came, I think that they were at first, I think that at first they were pretending like they were a part of their crowd. I'm not sure. But anyway, they threw a bomb and they arrested both of them. And I'm pretty sure they were from Afghanistan. 2 young guys. This just happened days ago. I'm sick of this shit. They keep letting everybody come into our fucking country. Like, what is it going to take? How many people have to die? New York had 9/11 and kept posting about never forget. And now it's 2025 that they elected Mamdani. They forgot already. They already forgot. Took them, 24 years to forget? They couldn't even make it to 25 years. They forgot. It was not the mayor. It was not the mayor, and they need to stop lying. The 2 boys that went out there, they threw the bomb at the protesters. The protesters were like Christian nationalists, and they took a cooked pig in front of the mayor's house. I think they were going to just sit there and eat the pig. They were like trolling him, because who the fuck are you to tell Americans that we can't eat pork? And they went and threw the bomb at those people. Nobody threw a bomb at the fucking mayor. They need to stop lying. No, he's not under attack. He's the attacker. The hell? Nobody attacked that bitch. But they want to come into our country and tell us that we can't eat pork and we can't own dogs. Bitch, you got us fucked up. We all have dogs. Everybody has a dog. Who the fuck are you talking to? Everybody, if you are watching this on Twitch or YouTube or on X, the link is right there in the chat. Come over to Rumble and watch. I'm going to end the stream everywhere except for my Third Eye Politics Rumble. The link is in the chat. You can very easily click the link if you want to watch. If not, good luck, good day. Have a good one out there, but we're going to go. Okay, we're gonna continue watching this. I feel exhausted, people. I feel exhausted. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like something really crazy is about to happen. And you know what? Speaking of something really crazy is about to happen, let me tell y'all what I found out last night. Keep this date in mind. April 6th. I'm going to show y'all the person that exposed this. April 6th is about to get crazy. That's going to be I'm going to show y'all. Let me show y'all right now. Hold on. Let me remove these other platforms.